our findings should be substantiated with some scientific reference. Now, Per Nielsen and Robert Xavier, they published a book in 1990 on activated sludge. And they thought they have won the game. In 2010, they have published another book, the title of which is Microbial Ecology of Activated Sludge. And they have said all these organisms of activated sludge process are laboratory weeds. The road is closed. The game they thought they had won, 10 years later, they admitted that that road is closed. Activated sludge, and 1915 references, after 7 decades, the scientists have accepted that activated sludge process has not moved an inch. I was touched with your honesty when you said I failed miserably. And sewage science demands the highest level of honesty. If we are successful, it's fine. But then, you see, the very first point in microbial ecology is when H2S smells, the primary treatment, biological primary treatment is over. As per engineering standards, when the grit and sand particles settle down, the primary treatment is over. They are dealing with physics, and physics of sand and grit, which is not part of my body. Are we talking sewage, or are we talking the mess up that sewage is added onto? Where is the grit in my body? Or any animal body? Even amoeba excretes. But nobody excretes sand and grit. So physical separation is a very, very, very off the road observation. Number 2, all sewage people talk about clear liquid and turbid liquid. Is clear liquid, does it guarantee removal of pathogens, removal of soluble organics? I can give you a glass of water with lemon juice and some sugar stirred. It will look clear. But would you call it without any organics?
Sure.
So my point is, the whole roads laid by civil engineers are not for sewage science. Now, repeated pumping, I have one more observation and strong objection to the whole process. You see, if I am holding a banana which falls on the soil, I pick up, peel it, and I can eat it. Now imagine that banana with E. coli. E. coli, when undergoes repetitive pumping at 1500, 3000 RPM centrifugal pump, the bacteria has a roller coaster ride, which it is not at all used to. And when the skin of the banana comes out, that is the mucus covering of the E. coli comes out. Now imagine the same banana without skin falls on the soil. Do we eat it? No. Why? Because the sand particles get attached to banana, de-skinned banana. Similarly, viruses get attached to a de-skinned bacterium. And then that bacterium becomes a pathogen producing factory. As long as that armor was there, Bacteria was normal. Banana was normal. And there is an article which was published 2012 that STPs are pathogen producing factories. There was an earthquake in USA. Engineers took offense. They took offense on this, but he proved it. My only point is, sewage is a body discharge. Body discharge comes from the colon. And colon hosts the organisms which are 3.5 billion year old in our body. It's a very closely, deeply symbiotic relationship. And Gray's Anatomy does not talk anything about colon. It takes colon as a tube. So your observations are very fine and lovely, but I would love to understand every step where we are successful, every step where we have failed. And smell, sulfur is not addressed. Sulfur, sewage science started with sewerage, sewer word. Now sewerage it comes from sea word. Something to be disposed in the sea is sewer. That's not today's, and that sewer created loss of carbon as nutrients. And today's soil is 36% depleted in its carbon content than what it was 200 years ago.